Greetings friends, I'm Alexander Tkachenko, and in this video I'll show you how to set up contextual advertising in the RoyalHook service. To do this, we go to the advertiser section. Or we can click down here, add an ad here or here. It'll all lead to the same advertiser section. Next, here we have the ad subsection, and here we select contextual advertising. Click the create button, write the name. This will be the headline, 28 characters here. Then we enter the link where we're sending this traffic and write a description of 60 characters. I'll fill this all in quickly now. So I filled out the ad. Below you can see an example, right, of how it looks. That is, here's a bolder, noticeable headline and the ad text and the link. So this is how it will look for you too. Next, here we can check the auto top-up box. It triggers at a balance of $1. That is, when you have less than $1, it will top up by $5. So you can choose this format, for example. And basically, if you have money in your balance, it will be periodically deducted and added from there. So it's convenient. I'll choose a more profitable option for me, and now I'll show you how. Next, you can specify the country, city, gender. Right here, you can choose interests. MLM, investments, clothing, real estate, cryptocurrency, well, anything at all. I won't choose any interests at all. That is, the entire audience on the site is perfectly suited for my tasks. Meaning these are all people with business interests. These are exactly the people I need. The more, the better. There's an option to show to everyone with an active business spot in the matrix, and the partner rank. That is those who invited 10 users but are on the free plan. I'll choose everyone, naturally. Here we see the price per 1,000 impressions is $3. Well, in advertising, everything is measured in thousands of impressions, so here 1,000 impressions is the standard price of $3. If we enter 3, we'll see 1,000 impressions, right? So everything is correct. If we enter $1, there will be 333 impressions. So the minimum amount to top up an advertising campaign is $1. So you can already start from $1. I won't put $1, I'll choose this advantageous offer. That is, there are packages here. For example, 10,000 impressions can be bought at once for $20, or 30,000 impressions can be bought for $30. So I'm choosing 30,000 impressions for $30. And 1,000 impressions cost me just $1, friends. So you see the price per 1,000, well, if we're starting small, it'll be $3. If we take such a, well, if you can call it a bulk purchase, right, $30, it's still a laughable amount for advertising. But nevertheless, if we put $30 in at once and buy a package, then we only pay $1 per 1,000 impressions. So we'll proceed from this price. $1 per 1,000 impressions is very cheap. I've created the advertisement, I've chosen the settings for everyone, and selected 30,000 impressions. I click Create Ad. Here is my ad. We see 0 impressions so far. Well, because we just created it. 30,000 impressions remaining. Status is enabled. So I can turn this ad off if I want to change something, or if I want to postpone it or change anything else. So I can disable the ad so it doesn't spend, and then make some adjustments and come back and enable it. I can also delete it, or I can go here and click Edit. That is, go back and change the headline, for example, or change the link and drive traffic to a different URL. Well, I mean, I can change all the parameters here. I can change everything here, and then, accordingly, I can click Save again, right? Well, basically, I clicked Save, and it's successful, right? We see again, we go back here, everything's working, everything's on. And now the impressions will start. There's nothing complicated here. Contextual advertising is convenient because you don't need to prepare a banner, you don't have to overthink it. That is, you just go in and write the text. Yes, of course, it's better to write catchy text with some kind of hook to make it more attractive. Naturally, the more attractive your text is, the more clicks your ad will get, the more conversions and results, and as a result, more customers and partners for your business. So it's fast, it's simple, and it doesn't require any extra preparation like creating a banner. And it's effective, friends. So use contextual advertising. Also, you need to understand that in different accounts, or rather in different languages, the account will be translated into the language the person's account is set to, right? If the account is open in English, then your text ad will also be shown in English. If it's in Spanish, then in Spanish, and so on. So it's convenient, it's multi-language advertising, and this way you can reach more countries, more languages, and enter the international market. So it's very cool in that regard. That's all for now. I wish you a large team, great results, and see you in the next video.